But yeah, check this out. Now we actually have a countertops. Like, look at this. We actually have countertops now. Hey guys, FLUFF MAN here, and today we got a lot of interesting stuff to show you guys. We're going to be finishing up our house by putting the roof on. We're going to be adding a few new items to our building, our house. But not only that, we're going to be adding a dock. We're going to be adding a few other things. Definitely comment down below on what I should build next. And if your build gets picked, it will be placed in the video. If you guys haven't seen the first two episodes of the series, there'll be a link down in the description down below. So let's get into it. So we started building the house We did lose the footage of us building the house, sadly, or the roof, sadly, but I don't really use stairs anymore. I use slabs now. One of my good friends showed me how to build a proper roof. He showed me how to build a roof without needing to have staircases. And this one kind of makes it look more cool looking, more fancy. It honestly just gives it like a better vibe, and it makes it look more like a modern house, which is actually pretty nice. You know, we also got a new add-on to show you guys, so we got a few new stuff coming inside the house. Not only that, we're gonna have something kind of interesting to show you too. It's gonna be wicked and kind of cool looking, and it might be added in one of our new build projects that we have coming up in the future. And again, if you guys want to see me build something, definitely comment down below and let me know what I should build next and what I should add into my Minecraft creative series. So, you know, we're already adding a dock, but this is our roof, and our house is finally done. Look at that. That's our roof. Kind of makes it look nice. And to get it, it's a square house. So, when you walk in, boom. So we're going to probably leave my house like this. We're not going to really change much up. We're just going to add a few new items inside of the house, since now we actually have some new stuff. So let me show you guys what I mean. So now we actually have like these candles. So we have a microwave, we have a monitor, we have laundry bins, we have a gaming console. You know, we got a dish rack, we got a cup, we got all sorts of stuff. We even have a storage rack. And we even have side tables, but the only downside I will say about using this stuff is that you can actually walk through this stuff. So even though I placed it down, this is what I mean. You can actually... What? I can't walk through that. I thought I could walk through. Like, I could walk through the bathtub, I could walk through the sink. So now we actually have some end tables. So check this out. We're going to replace this. That's interesting. So now we actually have Now we actually have an end table for the couches. Not only that, we have this type of shelving. So check that out. It looks like bottles. So we're going to be adding a few new stuff to the kitchen. So we're going to probably replace a couple of this stuff and going from there, you know. Definitely make sure to smash that subscribe button if you guys are enjoying the series. Definitely comment down below and tell me what is your favorite part about this build so far, and should I create a city out of this. We even have a gaming console. Check that out. We even have a gaming console. So that's pretty wicked. I don't know, can I put the gaming console in there? No, okay. So now we have a dish rack. So check this out, guys. So we can actually put this in. Let me break. Can I not break that? Hold up. So now we have a dish rack. The only downside about the dish rack is that you have to put it at a specific angle. But check that out. So we're gonna be breaking a couple. We're gonna just like redo some of our stuff. Now that we actually have some add-ons, like check this out, guys. We're going to be breaking a few new stuff. So we are going to be replacing some stuff inside the house. But check this out. Now we have an oven. Now we have a fireplace. We actually have a fridge, guys. We actually have a fridge. You know, we have all sorts of stuff now. You know, we have cabinets. We have wardrobes. We have an actual TV. We actually have a dining room table. So now we can actually make it look like a dining room table and everything. We have a TV stand. We have all sorts of stuff. So we're going to be replacing a lot of stuff inside the house. So, we even have a bathroom sink. We have a toaster. We have all sorts of stuff. We have cups. We actually have a computer chair. We even have sinks. Now the question is, I don't No, we even have toilets. We even have a bathtub. Okay, guys. We have all sorts of stuff. Now, the thing is, we also have co a coffee table. So, I like our couch. We even have blue sofa. Hold up. Wait, what? This is a blue sofa? Oh, wait, can I actually oh, we can actually use this. See, you can walk through it, but you can actually still use it, though. So, we're gonna probably replace... I don't know, I kind of like this sofa a lot more better, so what I might do is just add a coffee table. Ooh, that's an interesting coffee table, so that's an easily fix. So, we're just basically going to be kind of redesigning up our house a little bit. And adding new furniture stuff in? What the? Okay, that's weird. Like, look at that. That's weird. So, yeah, so, I mean, it's not a bad idea that we got, like, some new furniture, we got some new items. We can finally actually upgrade to an actual TV, and not just deal with that. So, I mean, that'd be kind of cool, like, kind of like an interesting build. You know, show people how to actually build a TV if they don't have add-ons. I just got this add-on yesterday from the shop, so I thought, you know what, we'll use it in today's build, and check this out. Like, look at that, I should have left that over there. So now we actually have a coffee table. But we don't just have that, we have a lot more new stuff too. You know, like, if I can find it, I gotta find it. So we're gonna go with a matching set. So we're gonna go with this color of a TV stand. Now, look at that. An actual TV stand. The only downside about this stuff is you can walk through some of this stuff. But now we actually have a TV. Look at this. Now we actually have a TV. Does this actually work? That's the real question. Does this actually work? Oh, okay, so you can't walk through this either. So now we have a gaming console. Boom. Gaming console on the left side. We have a TV stand. We actually have a TV now, so now our house is coming along nice. We need lamps. So the funny part is we also have some new type of lamps, which are small lamps, but knowing me, I'm going to want to keep these lamps. But I kind of have a new suggestion for these lamps. We're going to actually do this, because some houses actually have some lamps that hang up on the wall. So we're going to do that. So we're just kind of like redesigning some of the items and everything. So we're just going to change it out. Like I said, I would keep those, but I kind of like the aspect of having this type in here. Because check this out. We can even get a chair to go with it. So now I can just, boom, add a chair. Check that out. Oh, hey, I could turn the chair? That's interesting. I didn't think I could turn the chair, but I guess it goes off of how you look. That's interesting. For some reason, I can't, like, keep it straight. So, I guess we're just having like this, so when you're... Oh, my bad. I accidentally clicked the wrong button. So when you're watching TV, so now we actually have TV. We have all sorts of stuff. Actually, I kind of liked it better when we had a carpet on this side. So check that out. Now we actually have a living room. And that's, not gonna lie, I kind of like the fact I have this new add-on and stuff. So, check this out. I think we have kitchen counters. Yeah, so we have kitchen counters now. We even have a kitchen sink, you know. We have kitchen, yeah, so we do have different kitchen counters. So, we're gonna go with this type of kitchen counter. And what we're going to do is we're going to redesign our kitchen completely. Like, we're going to redesign the entire kitchen. I wish I would have had this add-on a lot more sooner than later, but it doesn't happen. So I kind of want the kitchen sink here, and I checked this out. You can actually use this and stuff. When you actually use it, you can walk through it, but check this out. Boom. I don't like the fact that that's up there. We're gonna probably fix the curtain. How many curtains were in there? Like, like look at this. Look how many curtains are actually in there. There we go. So that's better. So now we actually fix the curtains. But yeah, check this out. Now we actually have a countertops. Like, look at this. We actually have countertops now. I don't know, can we actually use these? Oh, Check that out, guys. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So it looks like we have a drying rack right here. So that's the only downside is I just rack yet. So what I could probably do is take that out. Nope. I could add it right here to kind of look like it's a drying rack with, you know, right here next to the sink. So when you wash stuff. So now we actually have a proper kitchen. Now check this out. We even have a stove. Look at that. Yeah, we even have a stove. You can actually, hold up. You can actually use this. Check this out, guys. I didn't realize this, but you can actually use that. That is actually kind of wicked. I kind of, this add-on is pretty wicked. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. Like, now I can actually make it look like I have a kitchen. But not only that, like, look at this. Now we can really... The problem with this other add-on is that breaking this stuff doesn't actually like to break properly. But check this out. Now we can actually have everything in. And check this out. I think we also have a fridge. Wow. I didn't realize how big the fridge was. So we're going to take that out. We're going to put the fridge here. Check this guys out. And if you guys have made it this far into the video, definitely make sure to smash that subscribe button. Let's try to get this video up to 10 likes. And again, definitely comment down below what I should build next. Yeah, I think our new kitchen layout is so much better. Like, now that we actually have a proper add-on to the game, like, check this out. Like, look at this. Now we can actually have a kitchen add-on. And it actually kind of looks nice. And we also have chandeliers, too. So, yeah, we have, like, a... Now we actually have a kitchen. Oh, no, can I use the fridge? I can walk through the fridge. Oh, no, can I store stuff in here? What the? Okay, that's interesting. Check that out. Like, so... That's kind of interesting. So, some stuff you can walk through. You know, it does happen. I don't know. Can I put the... Can I put the microwave... Okay, so it looks like we're going to put the microwave there. And I'm going to put the toaster over here. Yeah, there we go. So we got a toaster, we got a microwave, we got a lot of stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of cool that I managed to get this add-on. The only bad news is I can only find this add-on if I actually use this one, and scroll down so far. You know, we have alarm clocks, we have a dining room table, we have gray dining room chairs. So we're gonna just like redesign our house completely. We even have a bed, you know, we have all sorts of stuff, we even have a clock, so, you know... Don't get me wrong, we're kind of just like, we're just changing everything up. We even have a dishwasher. That's actually... You know what? Instead of having a dry rack, let's put a dishwasher in. Like, check this out. We can actually put our dishes away and everything. And I guess, you know, what's a kitchen without some, you know, some bottles on the wall or something, you know? Can I... Ooh, that's interesting. So we're gonna put our... We're gonna put our bottles. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's put some bottle. Actually, I think these go on the counter. Actually, yeah, I think those go on the counter. I'm not 100% for sure. Can I add them inside of there? No. Okay. So I don't know how the bottles actually work. Oh, so I can turn that sideways. So to the main side, we're gonna figure out the bottle situation later. We actually have a fireplace, so it kind of gives me more of an idea on how to build stuff. I mean, if only we would have got a piano, that would have been kind of wicked. But check this out, guys, my personal favorite. Now, the one thing is, I will say this, we do have a bathroom. We do have a bathtub. We do have a toilet now. And we have a toilet paper, we have a towel rack. We even have a dresser. Yeah, so we have dressers, we have all that. So, I mean, we're redesigning the interior of the house. And I wish I would have gotten this a lot more sooner than later. Check this out. Look at this lamp. Okay, check this out, guys. We're going to be adding a ceiling fan. Hold up. What's, right there. Oop. That's a lot more better. And you can actually use it, which is the funny part. I miscalculated. That's supposed to go more right. I miscalculated. It's supposed to go more right there. So now we can actually add in some ceiling fans and stuff, guys. Like, this is actually kind of wicked. I'm not gonna lie. The ability of having this add-on is pretty cool. But pardon my voice. And I know, like, we just watched me, like, build all of this, and now I'm just tearing it apart bit by bit. I'm redesigning it. But, I mean, it's like, hey, you know what? It is what it is, because now we actually have some decent add-ons. We have a lot of stuff. Check this out. We have a towel rack for this. Now, the only reason why I might not replace this is because look at the tub. The tub doesn't exactly want to work properly, even though if you fill it up and stuff, you can still walk into it. So, I'm probably just going to keep the tub how it actually is, the way it is in the water right here. So, I'm just going to keep it like that. But I think what we're going to change up is, we're going to add a bathroom toilet. Now, check this out. You can walk through all of this. But again, this is just for purposes. Oh, you can actually use that. That's pretty interesting. There we go. And we got some toilet paper rack. Just don't like the fact how low it is. But actually, I don't know why, but it didn't place on that wall. For some odd reason, not wanting to place on the wall, and I'm actually getting stuck to the toilet. But now we actually have some stuff. And check this out. Just because I can, I might add a ceiling fan in here, I'm not for sure. But we're going to actually replace this with something a little bit different. So, what we're going to do is type in bathroom. We're going to grab the sink. We're going to place the sink right here. So now this sink is actually usable. But check this out, guys. Now, if we type in mirrors, now we actually have a mirror that we could actually use. So now we actually have a proper bathroom. Everything in here. Now, most people do place clocks in their bathroom, so I'm going to place a clock in mine. That's not actually level to the middle of the... I just noticed that. That's actually not level to the middle at all. So again, we're going to be redesigning a lot of this. So we're going to be placing a fireplace right here. Check that out. Wow. Actually, hold on. Is this usable? Oh, that is usable. Check that out, guys. That's actually a usable fireplace. Yeah, we're going to leave it there. We're going to actually get rid of this giant clock. For some odd reason, like, these add-ons, like, some of their stuff actually likes to stay. But some of it doesn't. Okay, so I think we're going to want to place that there. We're going to have to expand the dining room light. Now, the thing is, we're going to actually replace this altogether, because, again, in this add-on and everything, it's just like, why not? You can walk through this. That's the only downside is you can walk through most of this stuff. So I mean, the only downside is that yeah, that's the only downside. Oh, hold up! I figure how to do it. There we go. There we go. So I actually figure out how to actually angle this. Fits. There we go. You can't walk through all this, but again, it's only for decoration purposes, and I think we can actually use this, I think. Let's see, can we actually... Yes, we can actually use this. Which is kind of cool, you know, not gonna lie. So now we actually have a dining room table. But this is what I like the most, is that we type in lights. Oh, not lights, my bad. If we type in... Actually, we're not even going to type it in. We're just going to go manually look for it. It'd be faster that way. So, if I'm not mistaken, so I think the ceiling fan actually comes with a light. I'm not 100% for sure on that, but if I can find it. So this is some of our new add-ons. This ain't all of our new add-ons right here. This ain't all of it. That's just part of it. Oh, hey, I forgot. We do have some cabinets, some bookshelves, stuff like that. So now we actually have some cabinets that we can actually place in here. So check this out. We can actually add in some cabinets. I think instead of placing that here, we're going to place a giant cabinet. You know, we're going to have a cabinet there. And then now we actually have these bigger bookshelves, which is a lot more nicer. So we're going to come over here. We're going to place that there, have a nice little bookshelf for recipes and stuff like that. And again, I'm still trying to look for some of my stuff, but some of the stuff is actually in here. So now we actually do have these chandeliers, by the way. Let's check this out. So we actually have a chandelier. but they're candle chandeliers, which is kind of interesting, not gonna lie, that they're candles. But check that out. Now we actually have some chandeliers. And it doesn't like brighten it up completely, so what I'm gonna do is probably we also have a laundry bin too. Just a white laundry bin. We have a laundry bin altogether. So that's gonna be something for the bedrooms. So which definitely stay tuned for that. You know, we're gonna be revamping our entire house. We're gonna be adding new stuff in here. You know, we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff. We even have a plate. Like we have plates, we have cups. I want to know, can I actually put these on the table? Oh, okay. So you can, but I'm not 100% for sure how it works. So for right now, we're just not mess with that and just leave it how it is. Check this out. We even have a game console. It doesn't exactly fit in my hand properly, but yeah. So we also have a game console, but for some odd reason, I don't think it works properly. Yeah, see, it doesn't exactly work all the greatest. For some odd reason, it's just like it doesn't exactly want to work. I didn't want to break that. No, I don't want to break that. I just want to break the plate. Okay. So it looks like we got like... So some stuff does glitch through, which is interesting, but I mean, it is what it is. We have a fireplace. We even have a towel mat. This is a towel, so you place this on the floor. Like, some people place towels on the floor when they're getting out of the bathroom. They can just wipe their feet, stuff like that. So, well, I mean, we got a lot of stuff to redo and everything. I don't want to maybe add a... We're going to add a ceiling fan right here. I want to know, can we... Okay, so we're going to turn these on. Check this out, guys. It's actually coming nicely. It's actually starting to look like a real house. Which is kind of cool. Which is a pretty amazing that it actually looks like a house now. Do we have a green rug? See, we do have different type of rugs. So, that is going to be interesting. We even have toilet paper. We have a gaming monitor, which we're going to be wanting. We even have new paintings. So check this out, guys. We even have some new wall paintings. See? It's just that type of wall painting. It just goes off of whatever we have. We're going to be needing a keyboard. White gaming console. Is there no tower? Yeah, I think they only have a monitor. They don't have the tower, which is interesting. They do have laundry. And they do have these small little lamps. I want to know, do they have a desk? And now we actually have side tables. So now we're going to have to redesign our entire bedroom, which is actually fine. Because check this out, guys. So we're going to get rid of all... Can I please break that? Thank you. So we're going to get rid of all of this. So check this out, guys. We're going to type in beds. Look at the size of this bed. Hold up. Check this out, guys. Boom. Look at the size of that bed. For some odd reason I can't... Okay, so it is connected to the wall. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to break that window and we're going to keep it like that. I want to know, can we actually use this bed? How do we look? What the? It looks like I'm just sitting on it. I mean, very, very, very interesting. So it looks like we're going to be doing a lot to this room too. So, definitely going to be doing a lot more to this room. Oh, wait, hold up. I forgot. We forgot bed signings. My bad. But I will say this, it's kind of interesting. What the? Yeah, so that doesn't actually exactly line up with the bed. Which is fine, you know. So I guess we're not going to use it. So, that is a nice little bed. It would have been kind of actually cool if we were actually able to sleep in it. So what I might do is just go back to the old style looking bed that I had before. So just basically boom, boom, and it looks like we're going to have to like upgrade our window. Yeah, it looks like we're going back to upgrading our window. Yeah, so we're going back to our old style bed. I mean, it was a lot more cooler looking. I mean, yeah, it was a way more cooler looking than that. And we were able to actually use that bed. So, looks like we're going to go back to our older style bed. But this time, we're going to have some actual drawers. This time around. So, you kind of make it look cool. You know? Oh, wait, what am I doing? That's supposed to be... No, no. Bad thing about these curtains is that their hitboxes are a little wonky. So, you gotta really be at like a good angle to not hit them. So again, we're going back to using our slabs. We're gonna go with some spruce oak, so it kind of blends in with the bed. There we go. So I mean, it's coming along nicely. I mean, now we can get rid of this chair. We can get rid of that. So now we have a monitor with a keyboard. So keyboard and okay, monitor. If only I was able to actually turn that sideways. That would have been perfecto. So monitor, we'll put the keyboard there, size it around. Is what it is. It's not a big deal. We do like a little gaming thing here. Now check this out. So we're gonna go into chairs. We actually got some gaming. We actually got a gaming chair. Check that out, guys. We actually got a gaming chair. So when we got a monitor, we got a keyboard. Again, you can't really use that stuff. That's just for show. It's kind of weird that I don't actually have a desk. Yeah, see, I actually do. Oh, I do have a desk. Never mind. So we actually do have a desk. But the real question is, does it actually work like a desk, or is it more of it's just there for show? I think this is just here for show, honestly. Yeah, so it's just for show. So I don't know how much I can add on to this personally. So it looks like we have two different monitors. So we have a gaming monitor and a keyboard. So if we have the gaming monitor, if we have the monitor, we can't add the keyboard. So I guess we're just gonna leave it like that for now. And it looks like that's all we have time for today. So it looks like we got a lot done, you know. We got a few new add-ons, and I kind of just want to like spruce up the house, kind of show you guys the new add-on. And if you guys want to see me, you know, build a nice house out of this stuff, I think it's worth it. How nice it is. It is kind of cool, you know, looking. I like this style of it. It actually suits the bedroom. And now that we actually have some wardrobes, we can actually add them in. And I like the fact you can actually use them. So that's kind of nice that you can actually use the wardrobes and everything. So it kind of makes like we're spicing up our house a little bit. But definitely make sure to like, subscribe. Definitely make sure you hit that notification bell so you guys are always up to date with new video shorts and much, much more. If you guys want to see more content like this, definitely let me know down in the comments down below. And if you guys want to see me build some new stuff or anything like that, you know, what I should add in next and what I shouldn't add in next. So definitely like let me know down below in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.